Hey, welcome back to our Unit 4 Equations and Inequalities notebook. So today we're going to be talking about literal equations. This is usually the hardest one in the entire unit because it's just all variables. And you're more than likely going to see at least one question on the final exam that has something like this. We usually use it you'll see it a lot in physical science when they talk about equations, solving for different things like with mass and speed and distance and stuff like that. You'll see that a lot in physical science. So this is very applicable to a class you'll have in the future as juniors. Okay, so let's first look at how to solve a one variable equation, and then we're going to apply the same skills to solving the literal equation because they are the same thing, just with more variables. Okay, so 3x minus 5 equals 7. So how would we solve this? Remember, it's like a present, so you're going to undo the last thing that was applied, which was the minus 5, because the 7's like the gift inside. So how would I undo negative 5? I would add 5. That's the opposite on both sides. Okay, so we have 3x. Negative 5 plus 5 cancels out, so 7 plus 5 is 12. Now, 3 times x is the first step that was done, so now we have to undo that last. 3 times x, opposite is divide 3. So divide by 3 on both sides. And so now I have 3 divided by 3 is 1, so that cancels, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. So when you have a one variable equation, you're going to have a solution. But now when we do the literal equation, it's going to be not have a numerical solution. It's going to be a variable on its own equal to the other variables or numbers. So let's look here. So we have 4x plus g equals p. 4x plus g equals p. And it says solve for x. So we're going to essentially do the exact same thing that we did here with the one variable, same exact steps. We just won't have a numerical number for an answer. So remember, we added 5 over here. Well, we're going to do the exact same thing, except it's the g in the same spot, and it's a plus g. So what's the opposite of plus g? Minus g. Okay, so 4x equals, well, g minus g, like negative 5 plus 5, cancels out. So we have left p minus g. Now, can we combine those two things? No, we cannot. P and g are not the same variable. They're not like terms, so we cannot combine. So I just bring them down. P minus g. Bring them down like you see them. Now we get rid of the 4. Like here we did 3x divided by 3. We're going to do the same thing with the 4. We're going to divide by 4 on both sides. So divide 4. Divide 4. Now, I'm going to put divide 4 2 times over here so you remind yourself that you are dividing 4 by the whole entire thing. Not just p, not just minus g, both of them. So now 4 divided by 4 equals 1, so we just have x by itself, which is what it looked like over here. Now, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to write your answer. You can do it like this. P divided by 4 and g divided by 4 will not simplify. There's no other numbers to simplify the 4, so you just rewrite it like you see it. So p divided by 4 minus b divided by 4. You can do it that way, where each one is divided by 4. Or I'm going to show you a different way to write it. You can write it like this. So I'm going to put p minus g in parentheses. P minus g, and then divide by 4. That way, the whole entire thing is over 4. Either way is correct, as long as you don't just put divided by 4 under p or under g. It has to be both. Or you write it like this, where it's in parentheses, then divided by 4. Okay? So that is how you do literal equations. And I would like you guys to try this one on your own. It's the very same thing, okay? All right, so this one says solve for y, and this one says solve for w. So again, you're not going to have a single numerical answer. You're going to have one that looks like this, where it has multiple letters with one letter by itself. So again, pay attention to which one it says solve for. This one says solve for y. So you're going to get the y by itself, and this one says solve for w, and get the w by itself, okay? All right, so I will talk to you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.